Guys, we are here at Imaginarium Book Festival in DC. I'm currently in a random corner on a grate because I have aggressive social anxiety about um, talking in front of people. So we're here talking, so I can talk to you guys right now. But we are at Imaginarium. It's at University of DC, and there's a sign that I'll show you here in a second out there. I already see people coming up with their uh, trolleys and bags and everything. Presumably they're authors. Some of them I've seen readers have already come in with stacks of books, hopefully to get them signed by their favorite authors and things like that, and or meet new authors. I'm so excited. I'm also a bit nervous because I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing here. I got here early. I'm waiting for Aparna right now because when she gets here, I'm gonna help her grab her stuff, help her set up her booth, and then I might just be released into the wild to record things for you guys. I don't know how much content I'm gonna get because I'm, once again, socially awkward as fuck and socially anxious. But if I can get some good videos with some of these authors, some of these people, what they're excited for in terms of Imaginarium, what they want to see, what authors they're looking for, some of their favorite authors, some of their favorite books, things like that, right? I want to capture all of that with them. But I will show you guys right now. If we go here further. Oh, you see some people. I don't think they're letting people in right now. Maybe, I don't know. But if you look all the way over there, you see that purple? Oh, nope. One sec. If you look there, there's the Imaginarium sign. So that is where we're gonna go. I'm gonna turn this back around. I'm gonna turn this around, and I'm literally walking back into my corner because I have absolutely crippling social anxiety. I have absolutely crippling social anxiety. It is also very hot here, which is why I'm also in the shade. This is serving multiple purposes. Purpose number one, heal my social anxiety. Purpose number two, keep me cool for now. But oh my god, you see so many people lugging in their book trolleys or their carry-on cases, presumably full of books. I have 2 tote bags in my backpack right now to carry all the books I'm potentially getting here. And so I'm excited. I'm pumped. Dude, so many people have book trolleys. What the fuck? Wow, I did not know this was a thing. Wow, this is so interesting to me. I don't know how I'm gonna spend my entire day here. There are some lit talks, there are some events happening day one, and then more lit talks and events happening on day two. But I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing here specifically. How I'm gonna spend my time. Because it is 6 to 7 hours of just book stuff. And that sounds awesome. But I kind of want to just sit back and people watch for a bit, right? I'm also concerned and hesitant because I want to go talk to people about their books, and I want to go meet new people and see what books are out there and things like that, maybe add some things to my TBR. But I know, because I have to get on a train tomorrow and I only have 2 tote bags, that I don't have the massive capacity to buy a lot of books, and I would feel really bad if I talked to somebody and then said, awesome, I will check your book out, and then proceeded to walk away. You know what I'm saying? It would just be really weird. I feel like that would just be really weird, and I would be concerned about doing that. So, yeah, maybe I'll see how it goes. I think most authors are probably expecting that. They understand. That's the game. That's the selling game. But I don't want, that to, affect it too badly. So that is what we're doing right now. We are waiting here for my friend to come through. We're going to grab her gear from her vehicle. We're gonna go aside. I'm gonna grab so many clips of Aparna. Y'all are gonna be so annoyed with Aparna's clips. I promise you. I'm gonna grab so much. Y'all don't know how great of an author she is. How great of a personality she is. She's so sweet. She's so funny. She's so smart. And when she has a way with marketing her book that I think really works for her, and I think that's really awesome. And I kind of want to capture that on camera. So I have the mic here. I actually have a second mic in case I want to get any partner things with people. I have the vlog cam that I'm recording on right now. Hi, say hi, vlog cam. Hi, wait, hi. There you go. And then we're just gonna do what it is. You know what I'm saying? And in an effort to not continue ranting, I'll see you in the next section. Guys, we're on a quest to find a tablecloth. Look at my cute little badge. Anyways, we are on a quest to find a tablecloth. There's a giant right here, and so we're gonna go and check if they have tablecloths, and if they do, pick them up. If they don't, we're gonna Instacart one anyways, so no harm, no foul. But we've been getting our first quest of the day, and we're gonna do it well. Actually, it's like the fourth quest of the day, but we're gonna do it well. We'll see what happens. Guys, we failed. We did not find a tablecloth at Giants. They had tablecloths, but they were all like stars and stripes, all like patriotic or birthday party theme. Nothing, no solid color tablecloths, and so that was unfortunate. So we will not be doing that right now. Instead, we're just gonna order online. All right, quest number 4. Guys, do you see this? Do you see this throng outside? There are so many people here. There are aggressively so many people here. There's so many people here. I don't want to go outside. It's hot and there's a lot of people outside. I'm staying on this side of the doors. There's so many people here. Oh my god. And some of them are cosplaying, which is really cool, which is really fun. I don't know why I'm looking at that right now. Yeah, and some of them are cosplaying, which is really fun. Oh, is that a gold brick? Guys, I think I found a gold brick. Or it could be, you know, something else, but I'm not going to say because we're at a college campus. But anyways, yeah, there's so many people. I'm so zoomed in right now. There we go, that's better. Can I zoom out? I can't. Anyways, there's so many people here. It's crazy. Everybody's dressed up. Everybody's looking fancy. Everybody's ready to sell their own books. That's exciting. That's very exciting. I've talked to no one. My anxiety is through the roof. It starts at 2, and it's 12 right now. So, in 2 hours, I will hopefully take you guys floor by floor, show you everything in some way, form, or fashion. And I will hopefully also get either a picture or a video with anybody who I talk to and I buy their book as well. I don't think we're making content. I don't think we're making short form content here. I'm way too scared to ask people to tell me their favorite books, authors, and what they're looking forward to most at Imaginarium. I'm way too scared to do that. If I do that, awesome. If I don't, I'm gonna go back to that corner outside in the shade and talk to y'all again. Okay, bye. Guys, I'm back in my safe space. We're back in the corner outside because I just wanted to freely talk, and there's also a lot of noise going on inside, so I just want to talk to you guys. So, there's so many authors here. I discovered the second hall where there's a lot of authors. There's so many authors here. Some of them I recognize their names. I saw H.M. Wolf. I don't have anything to say to H.M. Wolf, but I saw her. I saw Scarlett St. Clair. I don't have anything to say to her, but I saw her. I saw the nameplate of NJ or NE Davenport. I don't have anything to say to them, but I saw them here. Oh my god, this just isn't for me. In a way. It just feels like it's not for me. Only because I'm gonna go to all these booths. I'm gonna look at all these books. There's a couple that I already want to check out. I think there's like 2 I already know I want to buy. I want to get a book for one of my friends that I'm staying with as well, as a thank you for letting me stay with them this weekend. And after that, I don't really know what else I want to do. But it's so interesting. It is so interesting. I kind of want to just grab my Kindle and just sit in a corner and read until it starts. I feel like that's so on brand for this event, but I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's interesting. And there's still authors pouring in because it doesn't start till 2. And so they had some like early events with like Wolf, with some other like Holly Black signings and stuff like that they had like in the morning. So I know those authors that have come here early. I also don't know how they look. I think the most interesting thing that I'm looking forward to today is actually seeing how a lot of these authors like look, interact, sound. You get to know a lot about a person just by the way that they interact in person versus just online, or you never see them because you never look up the author, their face, their name, who they are as a person. You just read their book. At least in the generation that I grew up in, right? So that's what I'm kind of looking forward to, is like trying to talk to authors. Tell me about your book. I have to be very careful because I don't want to be that guy who makes eye contact with somebody who looks like I want to talk to you, so they like open their mouth to be like, and then I look away. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy at all. That would be so funny. There also is an artist's gallery. It's called the Apotha something gallery. It's like a twist on the word apothecary. I'll show you guys. Hopefully, there's B-roll in all of this, and I'll show you guys what it is. But I already saw some stuff that I want to buy, little knickknacks, little pins. There's Kindle covers, but I don't think I'll get those. But there are like bookshelf paraphernalia. Is paraphernalia the right word? Oh my god, that is a massive ant. Y'all, look at this. Breaking news. You guys see it? Look at that massive fucking ant right there. Just doing its thing. That thing is huge. That thing is massive. And as long as it doesn't climb up here, I will not be shrieking like a little girl. Or a little boy, actually. That was actually a really cool, really cool shot. What do I want to do next? For the next 2 hours, not really much. Aparna is chatting with her friends and other authors, as she should. Like, there is absolutely zero obligation for her to have to quote unquote entertain me or talk with me. Really, we helped set up her booth. Her booth looks stunning. There are art pieces in her like the. Oh, the ant is right here. Is that a second ant? I just noticed that the ant is right here. It's okay. I'm fully clothed. He can't get to me. I'm fully clothed. He cannot get to me. Yeah. 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 Scurry ahead. Scurry on ahead. Do not go towards my action cam. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted by this ant. Yeah, he didn't like the action cam. Anyways, we set up Aparna's booth, and her stuff looks amazing. We have this Samson figure set up. I'm going to hopefully, as I'm walking around, also off to the side, record like reader interactions, things like that. She has art prints, stickers, and she's showing off her 2 books. So the way it works here is some authors bring their books and their like inventory to the venue, and they set them up there. They also have a Barnes and Noble section in the actual venue on one of the floors where other authors aren't required to bring their books. Barnes and Noble will sell their books, and then readers can take those books and get them signed by the author. So Aparna doesn't know this, but I'm going to pick up one more of her Phoenix King book, get it signed, and that's probably the book that I'll give to my friend because I do think she'll like it. So that's what I'm probably going to do. And then I will see what the Barnes and Nobles has if I want to pick up anything. A lot of the authors and books presented here are fantasy. Yes, there's also some like paranormal. There's also some paranormal. There's also a good amount of romance. Just where we're at, there's like a lot of romance, fantasy romance, and things like that, which I think is fine. I've enjoyed a good amount of fantasy romance novels in my day. Look how good that tricep looks. Oh yeah, we're also wearing Fableware today. We got Fableware on deck today. On deck, okay? Do I have a change of clothes in my backpack to wear another Fableware shirt? I do. Also, afternoon fit check real quick. One sec. Can I like boom, 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 boom. Back up here. Afternoon fit check. Fit check, everybody. I got my tennis shoes. I got the wide leg pants. I got the Fableware shirt, medium, because it technically fits better than a large. So true to size. And then we got the assistant's badge. The assistant's. My name is Arish, but I'm here for Aparna Verma. Can you see that? Yeah. So, I am just chilling out here because I'm nervous about everything in life. And also, don't you love how every single angle is going to be so different every time I like come up here? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so eye-catching. And yeah, looking forward to getting this started. So there's an artist's gallery. There are obviously halls with all the authors. There are events going on for like author signings and stuff. I am getting up because the ant's getting closer, and I just don't want to get close to this big ass ant. I really don't. I don't want to kill it. It's in it. I'm in its environment, so I don't want to touch the ant. So I'm going to respectfully stay away from the ant. I'm going to go this way. So yeah, there is a. I'm looking into somebody's office. Wow. There is a, what is it called? A food truck and meet and greet upstairs at like 11 to 3. Oh shit, it might be happening now. We'll see. Um, and then just meet and greets. Like the whole thing starts at 2. At about, I think, 4 o'clock is their first lit talk, which is just a panel. So I'll be attending that because the partner's going to be on the lit talk there. And then tomorrow there are 4 more literary talks. And at the end of the day, they're having a literary feud game with 2 teams, 5 authors per team. Essentially a family feud, but for literature. So I'm going to attend that. We're going to see what the fuck is going on there. And then that's basically it. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow if I'm coming today like this. Like, I might just sit in a lot of the lit talks because I think, having already gone through most of the booths today, I don't know if there's going to be new or different people tomorrow. I'll check it out. We'll see. But if it's the same people tomorrow, then I will probably just, you know, come back and just sit in the lit talks, take notes, see what these authors are talking about. Maybe like after their lit talks, maybe it'll spur me to want to look into their books, things like that, right? So that's what I'll do. But for now, I'm going to go back inside. I can just hear my wife and other people telling me, "Ara, stop being antisocial." I'm not being antisocial. I'm just recharging my battery to go back inside and be an awkward mess. And that is what we're going to do. All right? I'll catch you guys later. Excuse me here. I think I'm gonna title this video, "I shouldn't be going outside," or "I shouldn't go outside," or "I don't belong outside." Maybe "I don't belong outside." That might be the good one. So I just had a really, really good chicken tinga taco from one of the food trucks here. Really happy about that. I also used the sauce. I know for a fact that my wife will be proud of me. I know for a fact that my wife will be proud of me because I used the sauce. Everybody's eating right now, chilling, getting in the shade, getting some shade. It is 1:30, which means I believe doors are about to open up at 2, so very soon. I chatted a little bit with people, but really just once again, it's just been me, solo dolo. Just been me, solo, and dolo, but not bolo, because we don't fuck with bolo ties here. I think I have a way to overcome my social anxiety. I think I have a way to overcome my social anxiety. And now that I'm thinking about it, it has a couple of flaws, but I think it could work. First things first, I have to fix my hair. That's not much better, but it's fine. So my plan to overcome my social anxiety is okay. One thing about me you gotta know if this is your first time knowing me, I'm a very black and white end of the spectrum kind of guy. It's either this or that. It's really hard to be in the middle, right? So it's either I don't talk to any authors and I freak the fuck out and I like, clam up, or I talk to every single author here. So then we're gonna attempt to talk to every single author here at Imaginarium. Talk to all of them. I'm gonna have my notepad. I'm gonna try and take notes. I'm really gonna walk up with "Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Arish. Um, can you tell me about your book?" My goal is to talk to every single author here. Um, if you don't mind, I'm just writing down like your name and your Instagram so I can like add your book to my TBR as well. Something like that. I'm sure all that information will come out in the flow of conversation. But I think doing it like that would basically make it to where, okay, cool, you're just going down the line and you're just doing a task. As a task-oriented man, I think that's like the easiest thing to do. Is just give yourself a task. And the task here today is you are talking to every single author here. Now, I really want to go say hi to Trey, and I really want to go say hi to Rachel. So Rachel is a model who's read, who is a book talker that I followed really early on when I first joined Book Talk back in like 22 or 23. Really love her content. And I saw her here, and she's making content. She's talking to authors, and I want to, you know, just say hi and say, love your content. It keeps me going. I appreciate what you do. Same thing with Trey. I want to walk up and say, hey. Just wanted to say, nope, no, nope, bug, nope. A spider crawled into my AirPods, not my AirPod, my Apple Watch band. We're not freaking out. We are not freaking out. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go up to Trey and be like, yo, big fan, love what you do. You're really out here stunting on everybody, and I appreciate that. And I think he's moderating the panel this afternoon too. So we'll see what Trey reads in or Trey not reads in action. I forget what his handle is, but I'm gonna go take this spider thing out of my wristband, and then I'm gonna go back inside, get things ready, get my tote, get my journal, get my pen, and we'll start with something, I'm sure. It is the end of the day on day one of Imaginarium. Now you might be asking yourself, Arsh, how did the full day one go? 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. How would you spend your 4 hours? I know you're thinking that. And because you're thinking that, here's what happened. I have one whole tote bag full of books. I am the most easily influenced individual known to mankind. And so, yeah, my wife's not going to be, I'm not happy. It's not nothing about my wife. I'm not happy about this. It happened. I'm not happy about this. Wow. It was great. Like, honestly, though, guys, it was great. I think I need to see more of my bookmans at this event. I need to see more men at this event. There was a lot of women there. Amazing people. I need to see more of my men here, bro. Like, they got books for us here, too. I got 7 of them things in my tote bag right now. There's books for us there too. And this one is a really, really well put together event. It was not too crowded. Food was great and on time. Limited lines. You can pretty easily talk to almost any author depending on the line that there is. There's a whole variety in a sense, and by variety I mean they're all like basically fantasy authors, but you have the variety of either some of them do paranormal, some of them do romance, some of them do science fiction, some of them do epic fantasy, some of them do just romantasy, a lot of different things just in the fantasy genre that, as someone who had heard of only 3 authors at this entire place, like, yo, I met some really cool people. There's some really cool authors that come to this thing, and I was super, super happy, super just. I just enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Now I'm not gonna tell you what's in the book bag. You're gonna have to wait for that. You're gonna have to wait on that for another video. But just know it's end of day one, and I already filled the tote bag. I'm so scared for tomorrow. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Arish, you said you were going to talk to every single author in there in order to get over your social anxiety. And while that was technically not true, what I did was I started on the first floor and I went through and wrote down every single author's name, the genre that they're trying to talk about, and also the book that they're talking about, so that I could maybe look it up later if I was intrigued. There were some authors that I actually did talk to, and if I had talked to that author, I think like all of the ones that I bought, I actually talked to them. But some of the ones that I talked to, I also didn't buy their book. I think that was a good way for me to like hit every single author, write their name down, note them down, just for me to like get in front of them in a way, not like creepily like, hey, I'm not gonna talk to you, but I'm gonna like write your name down here. That was good. That was a good time. That was fun. And tomorrow I have like the second floor place to do, along with along with the second floor artist gallery. I want to go check that out tomorrow. I will be spending money on that. And then I want to check out like third floor, like second set of author galleries. 'Cause I went a little bit today, but I was like, I'm tired. I got to reset and then go back. So first day of Imaginarium in the books, guys. It was really fun. It was really enjoyable. I had a really good time. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to spending money tomorrow, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm having a great time at my first ever book convention festival thing, and it's Imaginarium Book Festival in DC. Guys, it is 12 p.m. on day 2 of Imaginarium. I'm 2 hours late. I was not planning to be 2 hours late, but I'm now 2 hours late. So let's catch up on the day. Right? I just got here, and immediately my mouth was just open. I was like coming out of the lift because there's like these like market vendor farmers market stalls on the bottom floor outside the venue, and it looks so nice. I'm gonna go record some stuff for you guys to show you like everything that's there, but it's like literally like fresh fruit farmers market vibes, along with like patisserie bakery stuff and some other just little shops, which is I think a cool addition. Or I don't know if this is like a thing with just University of DC or if like Imaginarium like called these people here or whatever it is. I don't know, But I think it's a cool addition because if you're like a little bit tired of looking at books, you go outside, talk to some people, get a bite to eat and stuff like that, and then you go back inside. I think that's the best of both worlds, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go check that out. First things first, before I do the rest of anything else, I just dropped my stuff off at Aparna's table. I'm actually livid because I forgot the number one. I forgot the number one rule when it comes to external microphones, and that is unplug. Unplug the receiver from your device if you're not using the microphone, because tell me why I had my external mic receiver plugged into my vlog cam the entire time. So when I was recording Aparna's Lit Talk chats yesterday afternoon, they're all muted. They all have no audio because the external receiver mutes the internal microphone. And I forgot that one thing. The one thing that I should not be forgetting, I forgot. And that made me very upset this morning when I was going to go edit those things. But I have a workaround. We can block silent. We can put some music in the background. We can like change it up. We can use it as clips, as B-roll. We can do that kind of stuff. So, not the end of the world, but I'm much, much more conscious of that today. Much, much more conscious of that today. So what's the plan for today? What's the plan for day 2 for me? I have a fresh tote bag right here, empty, ready for books. I have my journal, my pen to go talk to more authors. Also going to talk to those craft vendors as well. I'm gonna go see what the farmers market, shops, vendors, things downstairs is, and I'll come back and tell you guys how it went. At 5 p.m. There's like a big 2-hour like family feud event going on, so I'm gonna be there for that. I'm gonna take the external receiver out of my vlog cam and get videos and stuff of that, for sure, and 7 years ago, and that's the plan. That's the plan for day 2 so far. I'm gonna try and not buy as many books. I think I bought all the books I would probably buy just yesterday, so I'm gonna try really hard not to buy any books today. And if I try really hard and I buy like 2, at least I didn't buy like 6. You know what I mean? That's the goal. I also need to go find Trey, get a picture with him. I need to go introduce myself to Rachel, just to say hi, just to be like, yo, big fan, love what you do. Give her my kudos, and then just move on. Maybe get a picture with her if she's down. But those are the 2 people that I want to see today. And then if anybody else recognizes me, I'll say hi to them. I don't recognize anybody. I'm really bad at that. That's a lie. I'm pretty good with faces, just bad with names. But I don't recognize anybody else here, so that's a thing. Yeah, that's how the mornings went. I had 2 croissants this morning. I woke up, went for a 30-minute walk with friends type of thing. I edited the new Substack's up as of today when I'm recording this. It's Saturday. New Substack article went up today as well. All the things. I did all the things this morning. I attempted to do all the things this morning. I didn't do everything this morning. I also posted the walk with me through Imaginarium day 1. That was really cool to edit, kind of thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, go to the Instagram. You'll see it. Go to the TikTok or the YouTube. You'll see all of them there. And now we're gonna go get B-roll. We'll probably either talk in the middle of the day or just after the day. We'll see what happens. Peace. Alright guys, this is a wrap on day 2 of Imaginarium. It has been an absolute blast. Only way to say it, it's been an absolute blast. This was my first ever book festival, and day 2 was fun. Day 2 was very fun. Let me take you guys on a little. Let me take you guys with me into day 2, right? So I told you I was gonna go check out the food stalls and like get B-roll of that. We got that. You should see it on your screen right now. And I was standing in line for some food, and it just turned out that that food stall had run out of literally everything. And it was already like almost, it was like 12:30, 12:45 at that time. So instead of standing in a different line, I kind of just went back to my backpack, grabbed my protein bar, and I just had that. That's all I've eaten. So I had 2 croissants in the morning and a protein bar. And now it's 6:30, so I am hungry. But we'll get to that in a second. Then I kind of sat with Aparna well, actually, no, I didn't do that. I did not do that. I lied. Back it up. I went to the second floor. I went to the artist's gallery. And I think I was just, nothing really stood out to me to really buy, to be honest with you. Nothing really just like yelled at me, said like, buy me. And I thought, I'm not going to force it. So I didn't buy anything in the artist gallery, which I was kind of bummed about. I kind of wish I would have found something to buy, but I didn't really find anything to buy. I found this really cool black sword pen from Kilted, which is a jewelry place. It was like a plastic black sword, and it was a pen. But I thought the way it was going to be is, so it had the hilt and then it had the blade. I didn't get a picture of it, so I'm just going to have to like describe it to you guys. So imagine a hilt, right? Or the hilt where you hold the sword, and then a thick black blade pointing downwards. I thought that you pull the hilt out of the sword and the inside is like the pen, but it's the hilt is just a cap, and then the pen is like basically the sword, which is not bad. I just think it's a bit basic in my opinion, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I would have gotten that if it had been a slightly different design, but I didn't get that. I didn't get, what's it called? I didn't get any sort of like bookcase accessories or anything like that either. I also don't have a wind screen for this mic, so I apologize if you hear wind. Yeah, it's not fun. What else? So yeah, then I just sat with Aparna for a bit, like watched her do her thing, sell her books, all that. That was really cool, watching her do her thing. And then I finally said, you know what? It's 2 p.m. Let me go talk to some authors. My goal was to not buy any books. My goal was to not buy any books today. So with that goal of not buying any books, you can't see it right now because it's over there. I might have bought like 6 books today. Poor financial decisions on my part. So, yeah, my ability to not buy any books did not really work. Or my desire to buy 0 books did not really work. Because as soon as I talked to some of these authors, I was like, I want to read your book. And I have a really hard time saying no. Like, if I'm not going to buy the book, I'm just not going to go walk up to an author. I would only walk up to an author and talk with them if I knew that I would be interested in buying their books. So, that is what that is what ended up happening. Is I kept talking to people, and they're so cool, and they're so nice, and they're so sweet. And I was like, I'll just buy your book. Sure, why not? So that happened. So now I have a lot of books to get through. But on the plus side, I feel like some of these people, we're getting them on the podcast. Okay? We're getting them on the podcast. I'm gonna read their book. I'm gonna get them on the podcast. That's what's gonna happen. Now that's what I'm really excited for, actually. So, yeah, I met some really cool people today. I met some really, really cool people the past 2 days. I got pictures with everybody. Guys. Oh my God. Okay. I don't think I talked about this yet. So, when I joined Book Talk, there were a few accounts back in like 2023 that were popping that came on my FYP, and I ended up like really liking some of them, and I was following them, and I would see them a lot, and they would be like the people that I'd look to see like, okay, what kind of book talker do I want to be? And one of them is a model who's read. Her name is Rachel. She's amazing. She made great like musical transition videos, unboxings, talk about books, all those things. Really, really loved her vibe. She was here. I saw her yesterday, and I think I may have talked about it. I didn't ask her. I didn't ask her for a picture at all, and I was like, I didn't ask her for a picture. I should have. So I saw her today, and I was like, okay, Arish, if you don't do it, you're never gonna do it. If you don't do it, you're never gonna do it. If you don't do it, you're never gonna do it. So I was like, hey, excuse me, are you a Rachel? Are you a model who's read? And I was freaking the fuck out. This is exactly how I said it, right? Let me put the mic like right here. This is exactly how I said it. Hi, excuse me, are you a model who's read? I'd have to be like that. I could have just been like, hey, Rachel, hi, hello, my name is Arish, big fan, following you since 2023, big influence on my book talk journey. I could have just said all that, but I had to be weird about it. I had to be not weird. It's not weird, but I had to be awkward about it. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting a picture with her. Yeah, and then. Okay, so at lunch, I was standing in line, right? I saw, there's so much wind, guys, I'm so sorry. At lunch, I saw Meg's Tea Room. Quite literally top 5 book talkers to me. Whenever I see a Meg's Tea Room video on my FYP, I watch a Meg's Tea Room video on my FYP. I like Meg's Tea Room video on my FYP. I even potentially comment and or share Meg's Tea Room if I see her video, if I see her on my FYP. That's how, like, I think impactful her content's been on my journey, mainly because, like, it's just, like, I think how cozy and how great her aesthetic was and everything. I was like, this is a lot of what I aspire to be like. But I saw her. She was working with one of the tea shops here, Cliche Teas, on Instagram. And I saw her at lunch. Anyways, going back to the lunch story. So I was sitting in line. I saw her, like, walk by this way, and this is exactly what happened. And I looked like this. I was like, I recognized her, looked back, double took, looked back. I was like, oh, she already walked away. She must be in a hurry. Not gonna bother. She must be in a hurry. She came back out. She asking for forks. She came right by my line. She was asking for forks. I pulled my AirPod out. I was like, I put it back in because that was too awkward. I was like, fuck me. And I had no clue where she was gonna be, because I think she might have been here yesterday, but I never went to the second floor, like into the artist alley, except for, like, the beginning of it. So I never knew where she was gonna be. So I was hoping that I would just run into her randomly throughout the day, is what I was hoping for. And then so what happened was I was at Kilted, and I saw at Cliche Teas on the table next, it was Meg was chilling there, talking. And I was like, I want to go up and talk to her, but I don't want to talk to her and not, like, ask about Cliche Teas, and I don't want to be that guy, and I feel like I'm overthinking it, and I was overthinking it. So I sent my wife, because my wife drinks teas, I don't, right? I sent my wife, I was like, hey, let me know if you want anything from Cliche Teas. They're over here. Look them up and see if you want anything. They're like fresh tea, whatever the fuck. And she didn't message me back. So when I was, like, Kilted, eventually, like, Meg came closer to, like, do some, like, stuff on the table next to me, and I was like, hi, excuse me, are you Meg's Tea Room? I'm a big fan. I've been following you since 2023. My name is Entro Archives. You've had a massive impact on my, like, book talk journey or whatever it is, and so I just wanted to say hi. And then I was, once again, felt bad about just being there talking to her and not actually asking about the tea. So I asked about the teas. I was gonna buy the teas. Well, I would have. My wife told me she wanted any, but she never messaged me back. So, like, I didn't buy any teas. But I asked her about the teas, and then we were talking, and then I left. I didn't ask her for a picture. But then later on in the day, she came up to talk to Aparna at her table, because she and Aparna are friends as well. And I was like, hi, can I snap a picture with you? And so I snapped a picture with Meg's Tea Room as well. I was so happy. I was so excited about that. That was so cool. I was proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone to ask for that in a way that I think I was comfortable with, and I think she was comfortable with that too, because she also wasn't doing anything specifically that I think. And then, in those 2 hours, I went around, talked to more authors, bought more books, made some more introductions that could potentially turn into good relationships in the future. And by the end of it, we finished, and we headed to the Literary Feud, the Lit Family Feud event, hosted by Trey Taylor, my guy. He's officially my guy. We're guys now. We're bros now. You know why? Look at this picture. We're bros now. I sat there, took videos of Aparna's team and the other team, and they did a great job. Go to Aparna's Instagram. I don't know when this is going to go up, but eventually you'll see a video from her with the first answer she gave for the entire event. And it was chef's kiss of that answer. It was great. It was awesome. So that was also a really great event, a really fun event. Like, everybody was excited. Trey did a great job hosting and getting the audience interact and just, like, lightening the mood. He's a great personality, super, super nice and super, super sweet. And the audience was interacting. The authors were all being themselves. I might be a fan of Scarlett St. Clair. Okay, after seeing her personality live on stage, I might also be a fan of Scarlett St. Clair, who I didn't go talk to on day 1 or day 2, because I was a bit intimidated to go talk to her. I also didn't think that her book was like specifically for me. I didn't give it a chance. But I also, because here's the thing, right? We know from these 2 days of experience, if you just go talk to Arish and you just talk to him, he's gonna buy your book. Because I'm so, like, ads don't work on me, anything like that. I am so, like, personality and, like, real life conversation influenced, where legit, a lot of the authors and people who I talked to today, I really only got their book because even at their table, they were talking to me like a person. They weren't really, like, advertising their book. They weren't really doing anything like that. They were just, like, just talking to me. And I was just talking to them. And I really liked it, and I wanted to support them. Some of y'all said Intro was a nice name, and I appreciate you for that. Growing up, there was always a wall between me as a reader and the author. There was a faceless person, really. And putting a face to a name, to a book, to a person, I think was, one, awesome. Two, by doing that, it really got me out of my shell, really helped me overcome my social anxiety, really helped me be a bit more confident. I think maybe the next step is talking to somebody without feeling like, oh, I have to buy their book now because I'm talking to them. I don't think that's an expectation or like anything like, or an obligation. It's just one that I held in my mind in this first instance of being here. But, you know, my favorite thing about Imaginarium, all the authors were great. The lineup was really cool because like I said, there were authors of so many different genres. It's not just fantasy and romance. It's not. Like, I know a lot of girlies came here. Also, I'm getting sidetracked, but I really gotta say this, right? All you Imaginarium people who came out here, y'all really like your tattoos. I've never seen so many tatted people in one place at one time. I have not seen so many tatted people in one place at one time. There are dark clouds appearing above me right now. Oh my god. Any questions you guys have on it, ask me. I think this was a great first book festival to go to. Everybody was very inviting, very nice. All the events were on time. Food was great. All like the additional things around it were great. The location was fantastic. They can't do anything about the weather. It was hot as fuck, but they can't do anything about the weather. You know, they can't. So the entire event was awesome. I'm really, really, really looking forward to coming back next year, either as an assistant again or copying my own ticket. One way or another, I want to come back next year and just be a part of this again. It was really fun. I came into Imaginarium feeling like I didn't belong on day one. I felt I was like looking around at everybody and I was like, I just don't belong here. I felt like that, at least, you know, just because I didn't have my book crate, I didn't have pins, I wasn't dressing up, I didn't know what was going on, and so I didn't feel like I belonged here. And by the end of it, I was like, nah, I'm tight with people here. I love people here. I feel like I do belong here. Now by the end of it, I felt very included here, and that was a very, very aggressively nice feeling. It was super nice feeling. I'm gonna look up the Instagram DM, because what do you mean? What do you mean? So somebody came up to me today and gave me a ribbon, and I want to shout her out because she's super, 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 super cool. Super cool. Yes, I found you. As told by Sammy on Instagram, she actually came up to me as I was talking to somebody else I didn't even know, and she said, hey, I'm the person you were talking to. Instagram DM talking about One Dog Window, and I told you that if I see you, I'm literally going to give you a little ribbon. And I said, okay. And she walked up to me and said, here's your ribbon. And that blew me away. I think that kind of made my day. And now I have all these badge ribbons. I have to put on my badge eventually because I didn't do that today. I have all these badge ribbons to put on my badge. That's so cool. So, as told by Sammy, thank you for helping me feel included. Trey, Rachel, Meg, Aparna, thank you for helping me feel included. To all the authors I talked to today, thank you so much for helping me feel included in a place where I potentially thought I wasn't going to feel included. Shout out to Judy. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Judy's sister, who I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. I don't remember your name. I'm so sorry. Love seeing y'all. All the authors. Love seeing y'all. The people who put on this event. I really appreciate the event. But it's like 6 years running. Next year's year 7. We're gonna be there. Mark my words. Enter Archives is gonna be there next year. Is there anything else I'm gonna talk about? I think that's the end of this vlog. So I will catch you guys later in the next video, which might be a book haul, an Imaginarium book haul. So stay tuned for that. And I will talk to you guys later, I think. I'm really bad with outros. But yeah, if you're new here, subscribe and just hang along for the ride. Peace.